royalty plex. Your boy, you see next how that mag and shoddy work. Can't rid this smell with bath and body works. It's sad and probably worse. First the chroma spit. Wise guys do drive-bys and don't own a whip. Time come, divine sons need a song to rip. Thugs in harmony, cool, I got a bone to pick.
Vlogs, battles, music videos, interviews, and much more. Pushing the culture forward. No Mercy TV.
Yo, what's good, y'all? No Mercy, Trap New York shit. NoMercyTV.com. You know what time it is, man. I know it's been a little minute, so I kind of just like, fired up the cam and, did my regular blogging thing. You feel me? But listen, man, adjusting to a new schedule, still having to deal with fatherhood, still having to deal with being a husband, all that good shit. Like, I'm trying to find my flow again. You feel me? So just a little readjustment, trying to get some things figured out. But we gonna definitely get back to this, consistent blogging. You understand what I'm saying? Just when you got a lot going on, it's hard to just be able to stay consistent. But we back, man, and this kind of just like spiraled all the way out of control. This whole Eazy versus URL thing, man. This is crazy. This is crazy. So last week, Eazy drops his card, right? Eazy is stepping into the league on the realm. And the card is called The Trenches, right? He's main eventing against Reed. You also had the battles, Rosenberg versus Swamp. You had Holmzie versus Prep, Trufo versus Danny Myers, and a couple more, right? And basically, niggas start backing out of the card. So one thing I want to say, right, because I spoke to Holmzie today. Holmzie's my guy. Me and him chop it up all the time about different shit. And we was talking about, this situation in particular, because I think the narrative that people are running with is that the battlers accepted the battles during all of the petty Eazy versus URL shit. So it kind of makes the battlers look bad as well, because it's like, yo, y'all know what's going on between URL and Eazy, but yet still y'all accepting this battle and y'all know what's about to happen. You feel me? Basically, Eazy, this is basically like another ARP at this point in terms of URL. You understand? There's somebody that they're going back and forth with. It's a whole bunch of petty shit. And when it's time for a card to be thrown, it's going to be some bullshit, especially if there's artists that we know are, contractually obligated or just, rocking out with URL right now. So there's a lot of accountability to be had on like all ends of the spectrum, right? So Trufo had to back out, Swamp backed out, Holmzie and Prep, of course, they backed out because they all rocking with URL now, right? So yeah, when I spoke to Holmzie today, that was one of the things that, he kind of made clear to me that he had accepted this battle back in December. So this is something that was brewing even before the whole Hitman versus Eazy and all of that. So I'm not sure of what the situations are with everybody else, but I think with the relationship that Eazy and Holmzie got, especially knowing South Jersey, Philly, they probably done been to a bunch of events together. They probably rock out with each other, et cetera, et cetera. I think that's one person who was just like caught in the crossfire and didn't know. You feel me? Especially if you like accept the battle when, shit is all peace. And then after all of the petty shit is going on, then the card gets announced and it's like, shit, I got to make a choice. You understand what I'm saying? So, and I do understand, the position it might put certain battlers in, because even though Eazy is well on his way to being that next battle rap star and he got a lot behind him right now, I don't think that his platform at this point is one of those platforms that can like sustain somebody's lifestyle as like a URL. You understand? Like, because we know URL's throwing a million events. These guys are basically battling every month. That means every month they getting some kind of paycheck or something like that. Whereas if they jump ship to Eazy's league, Eazy can't really carry them the way a ARP could carry them, or Remy, or, you know, somebody who's just in that just has that bag to where they could keep people's livelihoods afloat, you know. So I understand it on Holmzie's behalf. You get what I'm saying? Now, everybody else, if they accepted those battles in the midst of the back and forth, it's like, what did y'all expect? You understand what I'm saying? Like, y'all knew at some point during this bullshit that y'all were gonna have to make a choice. You get me? So, everybody just can't act like they were unaware, or, you know, they didn't know what was going on. And it's like, y'all know what was going on. You feel what I'm saying? And conversations like this have to be and another thing too, because I watched Eazy's blog in full. I ain't gonna hold you. He was wilding on everybody. And one thing that I will say is now, for one, as somebody who is a league owner and has thrown events and has had people backing out, who has had battles technically blocked. We had a couple of battles that URL blocked. I ain't gonna hold niggas. You feel me? There was a time I was having my petty back and forth with Norbs, and because they, of course, got to hold him down, there was certain times where battlers was coming to do trap battles and then got told they couldn't do them because of, you know, whatever was going on, right? So, I understand Eazy, you know, venting his frustration, because at the end of the day, when you're a league owner and you put your money up to promote a card, you make the card public, you put your fly out, and you got people behind it, you got people posting it, et cetera, for that card to go from having maybe 6 or 7 quality battles to now you got 3 or 4 people backing out of the card, and you only got 3 battles now. You got to get deposits back. Then you got to rebook battles, or like book other battles. Like, that shit could be a headache. Like, it can be a real headache for a league owner. You understand? So I completely understand Eazy, you know, flying off the handle and, you know, speaking his mind about all of this shit, because it's not only just the fact that just, you know, just random URL blocking his battles, but also Eazy is someone who has inside information. Like, he knows what's going on over there. You know, he's not exactly speaking from like an outsider perspective like a whole lot of other people are. Like, he's speaking from knowing what the deal is with a lot of people. So him going on that rampage that he went on, listen, it's well warranted. You understand what I'm saying? They in the midst of the bullshit. That this is basically war going on outside, and no man is safe. You feel me? So I salute Eazy in even taking on that role, because there's not a lot of people that are willing to take on a whole big, you know, machine like that. You feel what I'm saying? Me personally, when I was having my back and forths and, you know, taking my jabs at Norbs and, you know, certain jabs and shit at URL, that's because I'm me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't expect everybody to move like me. And it was even battlers that were upset, you know, battlers that were battling on the trap that were upset that, you know, I went at them, because they're like, yo, that's messing up our opportunities and, you know, shit like that. So you also have that kind of aspect when you jump out there like that, because then, you know, you could make URL look at Holmzie and Prep and all of them, make them look at them in a certain light. You get what I'm saying? And but with me, I was willing to stand on that, because at the end of the day, like, this battle rap shit is not it's not out there to the point where it's like, at least this is how I look at it, right? You can't blackball No Mercy. You understand what I'm saying? Like, all of the people I didn't win at, like, and the people who are are known for blackballing people, right? I went at it with Norbs. Norbs known for blackballing people. I went at it with Lex Luthor. He's known for, blackballing people as well. Like, there's certain people that are known for blackballing people that I just don't give a fuck about because I'm established. You understand? I can still reach out to other platforms and get talent to other places and, do other things that I need to do in this culture to keep my brand afloat or, to get ahead and, still function and do things that I got to do. Right. So with somebody like Eazy, who is probably, at that same point in his career, right? You can't expect everybody else to do the same things that you did because you're kind of like an anomaly. You understand? Eazy, you're kind of like a once in a lifetime kind of person where the stars align. You got to think about the things you came across. You got to think about all the names you have on your resume. Goods, Calico, Shine, Hitman, plates like that. You got the Fresh Prince shit. Nigga, you had a Super Bowl commercial. You get what I'm saying? The stars don't align for everybody like that. You get me? So you're a special case. And when you have these guys that didn't get those opportunities just yet and still have to, make heads or tails of like, okay, how I'm gonna eat, how I'm gonna feed my family, they gotta go with the choice that's gonna keep them afloat permanently. You understand what I'm saying? And they can't jeopardize their URL situations because they're really not in a position to. There's some people that can do that because they're in the position. They have, they might have guaranteed bags in other places to where it's like, yo, I don't need that little bullshit money that they offer me. So I could, I could forget about this contract or whatever the case is and, keep it moving because my livelihood is still going to be good. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody's not at that point. Some niggas going to have to make that choice of, all right, I'm going to do this battle over here at Eazy shit and, just do it because I'm going to honor my word. And you got some people where it's going to be like, yo, it's going to be clip for me if I take this battle and, and URL, they holding XYZ over my head and blah, blah, blah. It's like, they still got to worry about their households. The same way you say that you got to keep your family and your kids and what you got going on intact, they also have to make the same choice. You understand? So I'm not saying, I'm never going to say you're wrong for lashing out because again, you're in the league on the spot now. So everybody who's had cards like this where a whole bunch of niggas backed out has lashed out, whether it's ARP, whether it's me, whether it's Gracie, this is a whole bunch of people who done had, situations blocked. Organic has had to speak out. You understand what I'm saying? So you're not wrong for speaking out because, again, it puts us in a certain light because it's like, as the business people, as the people who are trying to promote events and conduct events, we still have to do a certain level of damage control where it's like, damn, all these guys backing out. We got people buying pay-per-views. You got people buying tickets, to see these guys. And then when these guys are backing out of the card, now people got to get refunded and a whole bunch of other shit. And it's like, yo, like you might have to scramble to really make some shit happen. And you got some great replacement battles. You understand? You got Dub the Phenom added to the card. You got Dot versus E-Ness. Like, you was able to get some good substantial battles in order to, kind of fix the energy going on. But it still sucks to even have to do that in the first place. You understand? So you're fully right in how you feel about this whole situation. You get what I'm saying? So, it's just when it creates a kind of a messy environment for the battlers, that's when it's like, again, when you mention that the battlers reached out to you for plates, you understand? Yeah. You can't reach out to a league owner. And I've even been through this as a league owner. Like, this is going to be me talking about this shit, but also giving y'all my personal experience. So it's something that you can kind of relate to. You don't got to feel like it's just you out here fighting this battle. Because one thing about the rest of these media niggas and all this other shit, these niggas never put a card together. You understand? So they can't speak from a certain perspective because they don't understand the gripes that league owners have to deal with. You feel me? So they don't really have the same understanding and empathy that somebody like me would have who's, you know, a league owner, right? But you can't be a battler reaching out to the league owner for plates and then you backing out. Like, that is just craziness. That is just craziness. Like, you, and I've had this happen to me so many times where battler hit me, yo, bro, you got room on the next card? Or, yo, bro, I'm trying to get a plate. I'm trying to eat over there. Okay. Get a battler a battle, put him on the card, either back out or a no-show. And it's like, if you was going to do that, what the was the point of you hitting me in the first place? You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's aggravating. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. That's some now make somebody want to fight. You understand? Because I've had that feeling myself. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yo, you got the nerve to jump in my inbox and be asking me for a plate and blah, 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 or begging. You know, you'll have people that'll be hitting you for months or, you know, however long they be hitting you trying to, you know, get put on or get on your league or whatever like that. And then you finally give them the opportunity and they do that bullshit. Like, I could see how somebody will want to, you know, do something behind that. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's just like, why are you playing with me like that? You understand? Like, if you not going to take this opportunity seriously, don't jump in my fucking inbox. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so I completely understand, you know, Eazy being upset about that. You get what I'm saying? But it's just like, dog, like, it's a compromising position the battlers put league owners in when they do it, you know, and that's the thing. Like, this just puts everybody in a funny kind of situation, you know, just being caught in the middle of all this. You get what I'm saying? But I commend Eazy for going up against the machine and, you know, XYZ. Now, one thing I'm gonna say, Eazy, this is the one thing I'm gonna say that you kind of got to take a little bit of accountability for, right? You're not new to this game. You and you've even been doing, like, you know, blogging for, you know, quite a long time, right? You pay attention to what's going on. You tapped in. You had to know, right? With your card coming up, who was on the card, and what's going on with URL, with you and URL, you had to kind of know, like, yo, these niggas are going to try to do something to my shit. Like, you kind of had to get that feeling, you know. And you said you know that you had conversations with battlers and shit like that, blah blah blah. Eazy, you a street nigga, right? How many times have you heard niggas say, no, I'm solid, I ain't gonna tell, I ain't gonna snitch, and I ain't gonna do XYZ, blah, blah, blah. Get caught up. And before the cops could even get their handcuffs on, he did it. You understand what I'm saying? So with battle rap, you gotta kind of understand it's the same way that sometimes it don't matter how many conversations you have with niggas about, yo, you sure you good? You sure you blah, blah, blah. Like, you can have those conversations with niggas about regular situations. Like, yeah, I'm gonna make the battle and blah, blah, blah. And and there's no other contractual shit going on. And they really might have some, like, life shit going on that'll probably endanger them from making the battle, right? But they'll make it seem like nothing's going on. And then come the day of the battle, they not showing up. Or, you know, a couple of days before the battle, they backing out. With this URL shit, you have to be proactive in making sure all your bases are covered and knowing that it's automatically a red flag once you and URL are going at it. Once you and URL, and if you've been, depending on how long you've been planning this card, right? Because, like I said, Holmzie said he accepted the battle, I think, in December, right? Depending on how long you've been planning this card, once you and URL start going at it, right? And y'all are in this war. And then comes the time, yo, we about to do this card. We got the venue date locked in. All y'all niggas still cool, blah, 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 right? Once you know that you about to drop this card, automatically red flag should go up. Now, even if you had conversations with niggas, you should understand that it's still a possibility that niggas will fold. And look at that. Everybody pretty much did. You get me? So that's why I say that it got to be a small bit of accountability. Like, yo, I should have just dubbed niggas. Like, even now I get to that point where as a league owner, and I've kind of been like this for years, you understand? When I know certain battlers are like super active on, certain platforms or their careers going in a certain trajectory, I'm not even reaching out to book niggas. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's like, you already know that you run the risk of niggas possibly not showing up or possibly having to back out because they're going to get another offer from URL or whatever league, whatever big league they're attached to. You understand? So that's just one of the things you got to understand kind of comes with the game. I mean, it's your first card. So first events are never always all the way right. You understand that? As we seen with, so many other leagues that then came and went and, shit like that. Like, nobody's first event is, 100% on the money. So you got certain things you're going to learn. And this is just another aspect to be involved in battle rap, where you learn whether people are going to stand on their word or not. You get what I'm saying? So I would just say, just be mindful of just who's in this game and the type of conversations that you're going to get from people. Like, for me, I don't care how sure somebody think they is, there's always going to be that thought in my mind, like, yeah, they could possibly back out and dub this whole situation. So, like I say, you're not in the wrong at all. How you feel is how you feel. You have a right to feel that way as a league owner, as a business owner, as somebody who's trying to promote an event and, get their money back and, shit like that. Like, you have 100% of a right to feel how you feel. You feel what I'm saying? But just now that you in this back and forth with URL, know your limits in terms of who you can and can't book, because the second that they have a chance, we again, and I have to keep bringing this up, from the bullshit they did with the trailer, the easy come, easy go, what type time they on. You understand what I'm saying? So, that's really all, I had to say about that. So, that was my thoughts on that, man. So if y'all got any comments or whatever, hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all think, and I'll holler at y'all soon, man. No Mercy, Trap New York shit, NoMercyTV.com. I'm out of here.